There we go. Be good if I learned how to use this, right? All right. That's straight. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Gail. Still just trying to get things set up. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, CB. Kimberly, I wish you could do a flip of your scavenger hunt book. The cover was so awesome looking. We'll give people a couple minutes to come on in. Hit the thumbs up on your way in if you want. That would be awesome. All right, getting pop-out chat here, and then we're good to go. Hi, Anne. Gail, I hope I said hi. You just finished your taxes? I kind of got everything filed over the weekend, and I'm ready to do it. I got to get a few more things in the mail, but I hate taxes. Hi, Joan. Hi, Karen. Yeah, your book looked way cool. CB, Gina, Jeannie, and Karen. So while we're waiting for people to come in, I'll show. I had it done last week, I think, but it was just laying here and I forgot to show it. I went ahead on the wraparound cover, the Kathy Arbor covers. I did go ahead finally and get the eyelets in and put them in. So they look really nice and tidy. I really like this. And on this one, I put 2 elastics because it was the cheaper jewelry elastic. So I decided to use 2. This one I put watercolor paper in. So yeah, so they turn out really, really nice with the little pockets and everything. And now that the closure's done, put a little charms on them. The thing is, though, you got to wrap them like backwards or something. I don't know. It's different. I know that. But anyway, got a key and a ruler, which is, they came off one of the other ones. They were just laying here. So I thought, okay, I'll just use them. So it did come out really nice. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to have to figure out what watercolors I want to do in it. But yeah, I'm really tickled with it. And then if Mindy wants it, this is the one that I'll give away. Mindy has to make up her mind. Hi, Mary. Anybody I might have missed while I was yakking away? Hi, Patricia. Let me pull out a little bit because this one's the bigger one. And I put the world map on it. And this has, the 4 signatures, and it's just sketch paper. So, hi, Gaga. Hi, Nana. So, yep, they're both done. The closures are done, and I'm happy something finally got done around here. It's about time. I like the little gold globe after I colored it with the alcohol inks. Yeah, I really ended up liking that. So, yeah, came out good. Okay, yeah, and just quick reminder, if you have a pop-out chat, or I guess even if you don't, click live chat so you can see everything. Sometimes if chat's really moving, if you're not on live chat, you won't see everything. I can hear you but not see you. I don't have buffering, and I have both screens on, so Double check, but I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Okay, Mindy, if you want it, I have your address. I'm pretty sure. Well, you sent it to me anyway. That's why I think I have it, is because I know I wrote it down. So I do have your address. Okay, CB saying everything's fine. Okay. So if you're having a little bit of issues, you might alter your quality settings a little bit. I'm broadcasting in high definition. So there shouldn't be a problem, but I don't know. This morning at Dee Dee's, there was a problem, but I think it was a YouTube problem. I don't think it was a Dee Dee problem. So as you guys know, if you were at Dee Dee's or have been paying attention to Twitter or anything, Hobby Lobby has started their clearance event. And what was it? Thursday, I guess. Robert and I had gone, excuse me, up to Joplin, kind of just to get out of the house more than anything. The weather had been kind of crappy and we hadn't been anywhere. So I said, well, let's just go to Joplin because I needed a few groceries. And normally I'd just go into the town here about 20 miles away and get them. But we said, oh, let's just go to Joplin. We'll eat out and just, it's a reason to get out. Well, I walked into Hobby Lobby because I wanted to get some frames for the portraits for my niece and great niece. And so I said, well, I have to go into Hobby Lobby. And I lucked out because all their home decor and frames were 50% off, and I needed 3 of them. And while I was walking away, and I looked over at the art department because the frames are right next to the art department, right? And I saw, and I don't see well, you guys, but I saw the little red stickers. So I went over there real quick, and sure enough, they had started the clearance. And somebody had said something about it earlier than that. Hi, Jersey. That they'd heard there was going to be another one. So you went to Hobby Lobby this morning. You know what? It's such great prices, you guys. It's cheap fun. It's just cheap fun. So I'll show you guys what I got. I needed this like I needed a hole in the head. But this kind of drawing has always kind of intrigued me. I don't know that I'll ever do it, but the book was normally $25 for 6, and it's drawing with calligraphy flourishes, and I might need to pull back out a little bit. But I thought, geez, even if I just cut the pages out, and use some of the art, I love this. The price on Pitt pens, woohoo! I think I got some of those, but like, look at this. Peacock. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that, but isn't it cool? So they had a few of the calligraphy books on sale. This was the only one I got, but I did get some pens. So yeah. Oh, did you see that swan? I've looked through this several times. That's not a swan. Look at that. That's a flamingo. Eileen, look it. I could draw that for you. Have you seen Jake Weidman's work? Yes, he's I have seen his work. And he's part of the Calligraphy Guild, isn't he? So, yeah, I stayed on that page a little bit too long. No, it's a crane. It's not a flamingo. Sorry, Eileen. That's a crane, so I won't send that to you. Anyway, they do start out. There's the swan I saw. I knew I saw one. That one looks easy enough. I could probably manage that, don't you think? I think I could manage that. All right, we need to put a little place marker. Master Penman, yep, I have seen his work. He's a young guy. Okay, that one, I won't do it on stream, so I won't embarrass myself, but I'm going to try that one. There's an owl, a dove, there's a pigeon. So yeah, they're just very cool. So I need another book like I needed a hole in the head, as you all know. Now I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. I just have to set it aside over here until I get it all out so I can throw it all back in the bag. Yeah, he is young and he's amazing. Yeah, he looks like he shouldn't be that accomplished at that young. I agree. Hi, Nell. Anybody else I missed? Tanya. Hey, Amy. And then this is the Bria Reese waterproof paper. Says compare to Yupo, however you pronounce it. They were $3, normally $12 for 3. So a lot of this stuff, you kind of have to be careful because a lot of it is 75% off and a lot of it's only 50% off. But Eileen likes when I make messes, so I thought, well, this is the 3 of the cut sheets they had left. They also had it in rolls and they had the panels that Dee Dee had seen. But I went ahead and got the cut sheets, 9 by 12. And now I want, because I watched Debbie over the weekend, I was lurking mostly, but I was watching her, and she has the airbrush. I don't really want to spend the money, but now I want an airbrush because I've got all the paper, right? I've got 30 sheets of this paper, not to mention what I already had, because I am a hoarder. Okay, so I still just have this all in the bag, you guys, so I don't know how it's all going to come out. But anyway, in the art department, they had a lot of calligraphy pens. So you know me and pens. I had to buy them. This is the manuscript, 3 nibs, calligraphy pen for $6. They never had the Bria Reese. That's such a bummer, Eileen. You get screwed. So anyway, yeah, I did go ahead and get the calligraphy pen. And I have plenty of them. But the nice thing is, now I can load a bunch of them up with different color inks. You know, if you have lots of pens, you can have lots of ink colors. So that was part of the reason I bought that. And just because I'm an undisciplined wench, that's it. And then this dip pen, I've never, ever used the oblique pen. And Eileen thought this was a crack pipe. More pens. I know, Joan. That's not all of them. So just... You've been trying to learn copperplate for years. Yep. So I haven't tried. I did open this one. Amy and I looked at all this stuff the other day. So Amy's seeing it for a second time. And then I'll save that for a minute. I'll finish what I found in the art department. That was over in crafts. This was in art department. Dee Dee showed these this morning. The FaberCastell pens. You get 4 Pitt pens for $3, so $1 each. And this is normally $15. And the red that is included here is a brush pen. I could have cared less if the red was in there at all. I'll still play with it, but what I really liked was the 3 Pitt pens. And you get the small, medium, and large. So the large is the 1.5, and it is a felt tip. Yeah, you don't have to curl your hand. Exactly. So I'm excited to play with it, actually. I just left everything in its packaging so I could show you guys. And then Amy and I opened some of it, but I put it right back. And then these were the Pilot Varsity pens. And if you guys aren't familiar with these are what would be considered to be really inexpensive fountain pens. And they come pre-inked. But they're one-time use. Like, you don't refill these. The barrel has ink in it, and when it's done, it goes in the garbage. So, yeah. So they turned out to be about a buck or so each. So, and you know me and pens. If it's there, I gotta have it. Steve was using his dip pens. Hi, Nancy. And I got this other set of FaberCastell. Now, these are... mostly brush pens, but the colors are awesome. There's one that's like a skin tone that's so light you can't even see it. So that one's kind of useless. But the others, and I should have probably swatched these so you can see the colors. There's like a real light lilac, a real earthy green, colors that I definitely do not have. and then you get 2 of the real fine tip nib pens. So these are really nice. And the Pitt pens are, as a rule, kind of pricey. Yeah, I like the FaberCastell pens. And they had a bunch of different. I could have bought more than this. I just didn't. I exercised great restraint, you guys. I really did. You're not going to think that when you see all I bought, but I did exercise great restraint. And I bought these. Do you guys ever think of the Elegant Writer pens without thinking of Paula, Journal Artista? Hi, Judy. But these are kind of nice. I'll get a piece of paper real quick so you can see. Well, I'll just draw on the back of this watercolor paper that I started watercoloring the other day. But they've got the dual tip. You got to hold them at the right angle, though. That's going to take some practice. I've done this by taping 2 pencils together. So this will be fun. Not pen problem, user problem. You always think of Paula, right? Every time you see an Elegant Writer, I do too. And this works. Here, I'll squirt it for you. That's what I love about the Elegant Writers. I haven't for a while, Nana. She ordered a bunch of stuff from Joann's. They had the Happy Planner stuff on sale, and she ordered a bunch of it, had it shipped to my house, and I've sent it to her and told her that I sent it and what the postage was, and I haven't heard yet. So I'm sure I'll be hearing from her in a few days. I'm sure. Yeah, so that's the cool thing about the Elegant Writers is when you wet them, the ink separates, and you can see that it shows more apparent on this than it did the other day when I showed Amy how the blue separates out from the pink and everything. Yeah, it's very cool looking. So, and I'm assuming all the colors do that. Let's just try a green for the hell of it, because we can. There, that's a better J. But yeah, I expect I'll be hearing from Paula soon. I'm not going to write my whole name. I'm just going to squirt it. And it may be only the colors that have several colors mixed to make the color is going to do that. So the Happy Planner stuff was on clearance at your Hobby Lobby. Some of the Happy Planner stuff was on sale at mine as well. And then the, I don't know what they're called, the disc bound binders, they were also on sale. I just didn't get one, but I did get a couple of the stickers. So those are the Elegant Writers. You almost had to buy them. Normally $25 for $6. And on the other end of the double tip is a single tip, probably, I'm guessing, well, it's 1.3 millimeters. So I would consider that the medium nib. Medium to fine. I know, Eileen, I'm so close. I almost bought the damn planner the other day. And then the thing that stopped me was, oh, if you buy the planner, then you're going to have to buy the punch. And so I talked myself out of it. Because you guys, I have a lot of planners around here. Ask Amy. But I want one, Eileen. I really want one. All right, was that all the pens? Well, and then they're in about the same aisle. And I haven't opened these to test them yet. But the painter pens were also on sale. So, yeah, I've had these before. They're 5-point millimeter nibs, which are going to be pretty thick, actually. But for working on top of any kind of mixed media. They're good. I bought black, white, and gold, and they had a bunch of other colors, but I knew I wouldn't use probably the other colors. And kind of in that same vein, I did buy the Brio Reese. It was 74 cents, normally $3, that Dee Dee showed this morning, and I got a couple of those, a black one and a white one. They also had more colors of these. Now, these were on sale last year, but never the black or the white. So now the black and the white were part of the sale. So that was cool. And then down in the craft area, they had these, what are they called? I had to test some of them. I couldn't wait to show you guys. The Ultimate Craft Pen. And I was hoping it would write in the Beast. And you get a fine, medium, bold on this one as well. But these do bleed. But it says I'm almost sure it said that they're waterproof and permanent. I'm almost sure it said that. Yeah, that it's acid-free, permanent, and waterproof. So writing on photos or anything that you've got matte medium or anything on, those are going to work really good. So that was fine. All right, and then else in the art department, I got the ink cartridges. These were a great deal. Normally $6. You get brown, green, red, blue, and black ink cartridges, and they are the universal. They are not waterproof, but for $1.50 just to use in the pens to practice calligraphy or whatever, to me it was fine. And also in the art department, Dee Dee showed these. This is when I called Dee Dee. Okay, I was going to tell you guys what I told Dee Dee when I called her. As soon as I saw the red stickers, I called Dee Dee, and I said, Hobby Lobby has started their clearance event. You need to go. And so I had already seen that they had the Amsterdam inks and then some of the pens. I forgot to tell her about the pens because they were on sale at her Hobby Lobby the first time. She just walked right past them. But I said the Amsterdam inks, the acrylic inks are on sale. And she said, oh, okay. She said, hi. She said, I'll go put on my bra and go, and then I'll call you back. And I said, Dee Dee, the sign doesn't say you have to wear a bra. It says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Doesn't say anything about a bra. You can go right now. Don't even wait time. Just go right now. She was laughing. And see, to me, it was really funny because I'm so flat-chested, I don't ever wear a bra, ever. I do own one, but I rarely ever wear it unless it's apparent that I need it. But, yeah. But yeah, Dee Dee's all worried about putting on a bra to go save $1 million. Duh. So she'll have to catch that in the recording. That's phthalo blue. I was hoping I got a purple, but apparently I didn't. I wanted to get a purple. Mine were not all on sale. I'm sure more of them will go on sale, but they're not on sale. And I tried to get colors that were not something I already had. So I tried to get all the primary colors because those you can always mix to make any other color. So like the primary magenta, the primary cyan, and the primary yellow was not on sale, but that's okay because I have a primary yellow. So yeah, so I ended up only getting like 7 of those. And all the neons and stuff were on sale as well. I just didn't think I would use them. There you go, Malia. And actually, talking about being flat-chested, I had a friend in junior high and high school who had just enormous boobs. And she had these bras and they cut into her shoulder and everything. And I felt so sorry for her that it never bothered me that I was flat-chested because I felt so sorry for her. So while some girls might be really bummed, I was like, oh my God, thank God I don't have to deal with that. Boys can tease me all day long if they want. I don't care. Okay, now these I was really happy to find. The watercolor inks. I bought some of the regular inks last year, but they didn't, when I was there, they never had the watercolor inks on sale. These things are concentrated, you guys. These are for 90. I would never have bought them for $4. I promise you that. But for 99 cents, these are really concentrated. I did, oh, my Beast isn't here, but I did a swatch of these in the Beast, and like 1 drop of ink went forever. So if you buy these and you're going to use them, when you put them out in the palette, just put like a drop, just a drop, because they'll go forever. All the color box ink pads were on sale. I only bought this blue one because I'm not a huge fan of pigment ink, but I knew I'd use the blue one. So that's that. I'm almost done. And then also in the Bria Reese area, they had water pens for $1.24, normally $5. And it was the extra fine and the fine. And so the fine, I did have to go ahead, and Amy came down, played with me the other day. And look, that's some of that ink that's still on the pen. This fine tip is really, really nice. So yeah, for $1 for a water pen, why not? When it gets dirty, throw it away. You didn't have anything invested. You may have to get dressed and go shopping. Well, if there's stuff that you know you'll use, to me, it doesn't make sense not to buy it. Now listen to that crazy justification, would you? All right, my bag's just about empty, so I'm going to go ahead and load this crap back up. And then after the stream today, I will find a home for all of it. I'm going to have to move my inks because I have just now outgrown my ink department. And the thing is, if I open it and like the paint pens are dried up or something like that, I'm not going to cry. You know, it's like, oh, well, you took a shot. What the hell, right? Hi, Jamie. Showing my Hobby Lobby haul. I spent a lot of money. Not really. I mean, I probably, if I'd have had to buy all this stuff full price, it would have been probably $500 or more. So, yeah. And then the last things was they did have the Happy Planner stuff up toward the front of the store. It wasn't back in the planner stuff. It was up in the front of the store. So I bought a couple of the little sticker pads. I came so close to buying one of the planners just to get the rings because they had the prettiest blue ones, but I talked myself out of it. And I'm glad because now I don't have to buy the punch, regardless of what Eileen says. I bought some more drawing pencils, which I go through, so that's just a good deal for me. And let's see what's in it. There's a charcoal white, a sketch and wash, which is a water soluble, a layout in 2H, and then a black. So yeah. And then the other Happy Planner, they had quite a few different ones of these. I bought this one because I like the muted colors. I have a bunch of the real bright colors, but I've never seen this one with the nice, really pretty muted colors. So I got that. And then the only other thing was some Paper Studio paper and envelopes with gold foil on the edges since I'm foil challenged. So that's what I got at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm happy I can put it all away, throw all this packaging away, and act like, oh, I did buy one other thing. Candy bar. Can you guys believe it? Like Jean told me the longest time ago that I needed to try this candy bar, and I never did. But when I saw it, I was just like, okay, I'm going to try it. And I told Robert I'd share it with him, but I might have lied. I might not share it with him. Then I went over to Tuesday morning, and like I told Dee Dee over the weekend, she went to Tuesday morning too. My Tuesday morning is just so annoying because like it's, for the most part, it's a pretty tidy store. But if you go in that craft aisle, honestly, you guys, it looks like a whole gang of drunk baboons went down that aisle. I did. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. I should have showed you the candy bar. It was separated because, yeah, it had started melting. So yeah. Anyway, so I did go into Tuesday morning because some of you had shown the Dilutions Traveler's Notebook covers, which I have a couple of them. But I really wanted the black one. They didn't have it, obviously, so I didn't get any of the covers. They didn't have any of the covers, and I really had to search for these. So I got a pack of the pocket inserts, which I've had these before. If they don't fit in my other Traveler's Notebook, I'll cut them down or something. So I got the black, no, this is the lined insert book, the background insert book, which I like a lot, the black one, and the grid one. So, and they were $2 each, which they were normally, I think, about $5, if I remember right. Thank you, APG Jamie. And then the only other thing they had, Dilutions, was the stickers, and I bought them. And yeah, I have mixed emotions about these. I'll use them, but I don't know. Yeah, I bought them because I'm too stupid not to. And then the only other thing was the, this is Mr. Huey's 3-pack spray inks. And it doesn't really say anything about them, and I haven't tried them yet. So I didn't see any of the sprays that Dee Dee showed this morning. So my Tuesday morning is kind of hit and miss. My favorite aisle is the food aisle, honestly. So let's give this bad boy, it doesn't say, let's see, acid-free, color mist, made in Mexico. So it doesn't say if they're permanent or not. Look what happened to the Elegant Writers. Oh, I like that navy blue. Oh, baby. All right, I'm happy with that now. Sweet. We're going to let that dry. Oh, I need to get a baby wipe and wipe its little nose. I wipe the nozzles of all pens regardless, so let me get a baby wipe. Those sprays are so-so. Well, I like the dark blue, though. All right, we're going to try all of them. There was blue, yellow, and red, I believe. But the navy is nice, really nice. So Eileen obviously must have tried them. It is a very intense blue. Oops. All right, we're just going to try them all because we can. I probably goof up every time because I shake them wrong, but oh well. Oh, the yellow Sprite, Eileen. And these are not exactly the colors that when you mix them, they're going to make pretty colors. Like that where I sprayed over that blue should make a pretty green. I don't think it's going to. And the red is just like a fire engine kind of red. It's called Lucille. Let's see if I can get it to mix with the blue at all. Oops. So primary colors, they're about 10-year-old sprays. Well, they're working good, so I don't have a problem with that. And they were $5, normally $18. I would never, I promise you, never in my life would I have paid $18 for 3 sprays. I just never would have done it because I'm not that crazy yet. And I don't know, is Mr. Huey like a famous thing? Hi, Colleen. So, yeah, I want to see them dry. All right, we're going to take a water brush. We'll take the new water brush. Get the blue out of it if we can. I want to see if the blue and red will make a pretty purple. It will not. I didn't think it would. It's more of a moose poop brown. Now, the red and the yellow are making a pretty orange. So that's kind of good. And then an olive green. So they mix fairly well. They are seriously intense. I will say that. All right. We're going to make a real mess now. Okay. That's enough messes, Eileen. Well, and look at now I have blue spray all over my coffee cup. It's everywhere. That's the one thing about sprays. You gotta like put them in a box. Look at it's in my coffee. I'll drink it. I don't care. Mr. Huey is an older spray that was out during the Christy Tomlinson time frame. Okay. Well, so I'm about 10 years behind the times, which is probably not all that unusual. The green did come out really nice, though. The green and the orange. The purple, hard to see, but anyway. All right, we'll just set that aside and let it dry. And then last week we did, oh wait, one other thing I need to show you guys. You guys know Theresa Peterson is so sweet about sending out her monthly cards. Well, I got her card this month. This is the January card. And she sent me a Christmas card. But the nice thing that Theresa does is she always leaves them unsigned. She signs her name on the back that she's the creator, and then the inside is blank, so you can go ahead and use it for your own. So it looks like a crime scene. Yeah, it does. So Theresa, it's gorgeous. There's so many die cuts and frames and everything on here. I'd hate to think of the number of layers. There's got to be at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 layers on this card, all in different colors, all put together, so meticulous. It's like, it boggles my mind what she does for these cards. I'm not sure. I'm a very patient person, and I like tedious sorts of things, but I'm not sure I could do that. They are so detailed, right? And then if you were, let's see, it was Zandra's a week or 2 ago. She showed these stamps of the koala and the kangaroo, and I thought they were so cute, and I put them in my basket, and then I talked myself out of them because I thought, oh, how often would you use them? So Theresa was kind enough to stamp me a few off and just send them, which is perfect because yeah, I'll use these. And then she put them on both cardstock and tissue paper for me, or wax paper. I'm not sure which. But anyway, yeah, so I can color these in and use them. So thank you, Theresa. As always, you're so kind, generous. Your work is so meticulous and awesome. And I love reading your letters. So thank you, as always. You're the best. I know the bear is really cute, right? They all are so cute. So I'm going to have to go back and probably add them to my Australia journal is probably what I'll end up doing. So now you guys are going, oh my God, you showed 40 minutes of stuff. It's like, yes, I did. Okay. And what I'm going to do today is more of this, because after we did the magicals on the embossed paper last week, I went ahead and cut some of them out. Let me find. You'd think I'd have paper everywhere around here, but I don't have paper everywhere around here. So I went ahead and cut some of them after they were completely dry and inked and sanded into circles. And I love these circles. These are probably the best circles we've ever had. So I thought, I love this one especially. This one and the one with the bubbles came out really good. So this is actually going toward, I'll pull this down so you can see. And this, I'll use these on other pieces of art. You guys have seen the trash art journals and stuff that I've done. I love these. So we're going to make more today. And then here, Eileen, here's all the trash. I did keep it, believe it or not. And then just because I thought it was funny, I did go ahead and I had so much paper around here that I didn't know what I was going to do with. And I had all the circle out. So I went ahead and cut a bunch of the papers. So this is my circle collection, you guys. How crazy is this? That's crazy, huh? But there's something kind of fun about it. It's like having a button collection. Like, look at that one. That one's a cool circle. This one's a cool circle. So, yeah. So now you know I'm crazy. Yeah, these are all papers that we've made at one time or another. They were scraps that were left over or whatever. So this was when we did the color shift paints. There were a few of them that I just didn't particularly care for. And so I just cut them up into circles. But yeah, most of these are papers that we've made one time or another on this stream. And it was nice because I was able to cut up a bunch of stuff that I would have probably ended up throwing away. Hi, Sandra. Carla, hi, Carla. I do love circles. What I do usually is have a paper insert that I have a grid in somebody. Yeah, see, Gail, I think that's a good idea. Talking about making cards and leaving them left blank so the recipient can go ahead and use them for their own. I think that's an awesome idea. You know, that's like better than recycling. Sign your name on a Post-it, put it in there, and then everybody can just keep sending the same card around. Or do like a round robin, sign your name and pass it on, let somebody else sign their name. Is Dee come in? Denise and Cam just left. That was an awesome birthday gift, Dee Dee. Awesome. And you missed my haul, Dee Dee. So you're going to have to go back. And I did tell a little story about you that you're going to want to kill me, but it's okay. You'll forget it before we ever meet each other face to face. So it's okay. Yeah, for your walks, those earbuds are going to be awesome. So anyway, let me move this Hobby Lobby stuff so I can actually get my feet comfortable because I just put it right at my feet. It's in my way. So yeah, if you care at all, you'll have to go back and look at the haul. I bought a bunch of junk, and I'll be glad to get it put away now. So my choice was today to either work in scavenger hunt, watercolor, or magicals, and you know what we ended up doing. We're going to make some more magical paper. Oh, I forgot to get paper towel. All right, hang tight so I can go get some paper towel. Oh, my foot's asleep. Okay. I had to go out and get a whole new roll. Oh, my circles. Okie dokie. This is one we didn't do the other day. This one has like gemstones on it. Let me get Chad over here. Ah, look at Denise's best friend. Oh, you're welcome, Dee Dee. What other dies do I have? Do you mean dies or embossing folders, Eileen? I don't know what all dies I have. I don't have very many. I haven't, yeah, I haven't bought a whole bunch. So let's pick out some colors for, I noticed that you guys are just like having a real hard time finding these little vials and funnels and stuff to put them in. What the hell is the problem? The lady is going to come and set up my PC, iPad, and phone so I can switch. Cool. Tell me what you mean. I'm going to do this one probably in orange, dark orange, light orange. There aren't many colors that go well with orange other than brown. Let's do brown. What the heck? We've got brown. Let's use it. Yeah, we're going to do earthy colors. Hi, Orla. Oh my God, please don't ask about that. Yeah, I got the feeling that you were more than a little frustrated, Eileen. And I thought, well, what could be so hard about it? I just got on Wish, ordered up some little vials, melted the holes, walked into Dollar Tree, got the container, and it was just like the easiest thing I've ever done. So I can't understand why you guys are having so much trouble. And why you bought funnels. Why did you buy funnels? Geez, you can wrap a piece of paper and pour shit in it, or stuff in it. But she told me not to ask about it, so I'm not going to ask about it. I guess I just don't see. Hi, Elaine. All right, here we go. I'm going to put my Focus You Freak away so it doesn't get all dirty and messy, because the other day it got water on it. Oh, I hate that. Look, I haven't even touched anything. Well, maybe I have, but I've already got colors on my paper. Redonkulous. And most of you probably know what magical powders are. They're made by Lindy's Stamp Gang. They come in tubes with like 5 colors in them. And they're just sheer magic. And I normally don't play with them when I'm by myself. That's why I do it on stream a lot, because I don't ever play with them when I'm by myself. And I have several different colors of orange. So, but what I decided when I decided to do this today is I need some bright color circles. I have so much blue and green and stuff like that. I need some bright colors. This is orange, but it's looking really red. You guys want me to pull you down a little bit? So you can see the magic happening. And magicals are permanent as long as you get them fully dissolved. So that's why if I see that like places where they're not dissolving, I'll go ahead and add a little bit more water. Thank you, Carla. Telling everybody hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Always, always. I'm doing good, CB, huh? I'm not getting all carried away and stuff. Can't decide. The paper towel underneath will get really, really pretty. Add some more brown. One way I could keep this paper from curling is to spray the other side first. And on the next one, I'll do it. I just really spaced out. I didn't think to do it. This one's going to be really pretty. Did I order any infusions? I have not, Eileen. Did you just see the haul that I showed you? I don't need to be ordering anything. And that damn Lena showing us those journals. And actually, I should blame you because I wouldn't have noticed or seen that until I went back and watched Colleen's video. But then you have to go ahead and send me a link. Yes, Marita, I have embossed this paper. And so I had to go look at the journals. And I want them all. And then I had to show Amy, and now she wants them all. They are gorgeous. If you want to put the link in, Eileen, everybody in chat can hate you as much as I do. But they are, the covers of these journals are so beautiful. They are. So I had it in my cart because I thought, well, I can always just save it for later. And then what did Robert came up? Oh, we have a water filter. And he said, we need new filters for the water filter. And I said, okay. And I got on Amazon to get them ordered. And it's where I always order them. And they had a good deal on packets of 3. So I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and check out right now because this is, you know, a better deal than I normally pay. And he was sitting here with me and I said, oh, wait a minute. I got to take some of this stuff out of my basket. I just need to save it for later. This is way too self-indulgent. And he said, oh, you only live once. Go ahead and order it. So that damn Robert, I think, is in cahoots with Eileen. Doesn't it look like 4th of July fireworks? Yeah, this one I'm liking the colors a lot. I'd like a little bit more brown, but because of the curl. But after it dries, I can always add more. So I'm going to cap the excess off and we'll go on to another one. But yeah, he just said, just go ahead. And it was just like, oh my God, between Eileen and you. So I did go ahead and order, not the big one that I wanted, but I did order the small one. I'll save the big one for later. Or maybe I'll just go ahead and order it and make him pay for it, and it will be Happy Valentine's Day to me. Should I do a red one? I'm not a red person. Let's use this bright purple. I'm doing different colors today, you guys. Good for Robert. Yeah, Robert and Eileen, I think they do. I think they text each other when I'm not looking. Let's see what we can get her to buy next. Because she's a sucker. Look at, can you guys see how it reacts when it hits the water? It's just so amazing. I'm going to pull you down really, really close. See how close you guys are. What's a gal to do? I know, I know. Okay, there. Eileen just did it. She can't help herself, you guys. She cannot help herself. And I'm not really going to bitch at her. All right, this one's going to be really bright. Should I add purple to this? Because the purple is just like knock your eyeballs out purple. I got some of that pink on that orange one down there. Look at that. I just love that. I want it to dry just like that. I don't want it to move. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this entire thing aside because I want it to dry just like that. And we'll get another one out. I'll get more paper towel and everything. We're just going to slide it out of the way before I add anything to that because I want it just like that. Like alchemy, exactly. All right, that was the bubble one, which I really, really like. And I've got a couple of these. Here's one that we did the other day with just yellow. I think I'll add to this. Let me spray the back. Let me pull you out just a minute. Camera's probably going cuckoo crazy with all this white. Sorry. We're going to add something to the yellow. I think I'll add a little bit of this lighter orange. It already got brown on it somehow, so that's fine. Now, the yellow that's not dissolved should not move. So now I'm putting color on top of the yellow. So if you're playing with this, you got to keep that in mind. It's what colors are going to work together. Green would have worked really good on this. You just had to buy $121 worth of 56 items over at Hobby Lobby. Blame Lena, not you. Well, I wouldn't have known about it until sometime down the road when I went back and looked at Colleen's video, which I was going to do, but I didn't get much done over the weekend. I'm going to add a little bit of red to this too. There's no water right there in the center, so I'm going to water it up a little bit. They work best when there's plenty of water. But I'm being really careful with the magicals. This is going to be a bright one for sure. Online right after Dee Dee. Oh, okay. So you didn't go into Hobby Lobby. You just went online. Do they do that clearance thing online, Hobby Lobby online? I never thought to look there. I thought it was just in the stores. And maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. Oh, you ordered each of the color shifts. The color shifts are cool. You won't be sorry with those. They're fun. They are very, very fun. I don't think you'll be a bit sorry that you did that little thing. Okay, I'm liking that one. While I'm doing this, I'm sitting here envisioning what they're going to be like, look like when they're cut up, because chances are I'm going to cut these up like I did the last ones, because they just look so cool after you do. So let's see if I can get this one to move. I want to add brown to this one, but I'm probably going to do it after it's totally dry. Because this is the same design as this. Can you guys see that? Hang on. Yeah, getting out embossing folders. Okay, here's the big version of the design. There, now you can see it better. So I like this where the embossed part I inked. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do that again. Okay, Hobby Lobby, not as much of a savings on items online. Okay. Inks were $4.79 online. Okay, so that's a little bit of a savings, but not huge. I like getting them for like no money. That's half the fun, is getting them for no money. And this lined one, this lined emboss, it looks like wood. The last time I did it blue, and then I put gold on the top of it. And this one I did blue on the edges. This I also love. This is going to look way cool in a piece of art. So I'm psyched, but I got to stick with bright colors. That first one I did wasn't that bright, but You use your Big Shot almost every day? Wow. Well, I use my Beast every day. Does that count? All right, this one has absorbed most of the water, so you can see kind of how it, I'll pull this one out of the way and let it kind of settle itself. And here's that pink one that I did. Now I've got to decide. It's not going to look like this when it's done, because I will go ahead and sand. I'll let it run. So we get some dark areas. Look, I don't know if I want to put purple with this. Yellow would be really fun with this, right? Should I do yellow? Yellow sounds fun. I think I'm going to do yellow. Well, and what we're going to get is probably some orange. Let's try it on the edge. What the hell? But I do like pink and yellow mix, so we're going to just try it. If we don't like it, who cares? We got more paper. I don't have a huge amount of embossed sheets today, though. I will say that. All right, we're just going to do the yellow. I use the mini misters so I don't get quite so much water as with that big one. It's a finer spray. Can you guys see that? So and Micah almost do the same thing. Tanya, you're asking the wrong person. I would ask Eileen that. Yeah, I would ask Eileen. Probably she would be the guru, I would think, on that. These are probably the first powders I've ever even played with, and that may be why I'm still so enamored of them. Is I've never tried the infusions or the what else, brushos or anything like that, but Eileen knows about all of them. And I wouldn't even have tried this were it not for Eileen, honestly. Hi, Nana Mo. No worries. I expect people to live life. If you have time and you're here, I'm grateful, but I totally get that real life is going on out there. I just don't happen to participate most of the time, if I can help it. Just saying. I did get some really nice orange in there, but I want to leave it where I've got yellow and pink and orange. Yeah, that's pretty now. Mica is not permanent. Okay. Infusions are some powders just like this. I don't know much about them. Eileen's been bugging the hell out of me to order them. And I did go and look. And they look really awesome. Colleen did a stream with infusions. It was last week, I think. I saw her use them. They look way cool. I don't know, however, if they are permanent or not. I can't say with certainty that they're permanent. Can't say that at all. The yellow and red is very cool. It looks like a crime scene. All right, I'm going to let this one dry again so that we get those pockets of color, because if I add any more at this point, then it just all smushes together and you don't get anything cool. So it works good if you kind of work on two at the same time, but I'm going to pull you down so you can see some cool spots on this. That's annoying. I'm going to type in chat real quick. All right, I'm going to go on while you guys answer me. And see, this over here is still real moist, wet. I could make it run. I'm not sure if I want to. All right, I'll let it run a little bit backwards. But I want to keep the separation of colors. I'm almost tempted. Okay, it was. See, I'm buffering still. Let me get on live and see if that helps. All right, that's better. All right. I don't know. I don't think it's my internet. Hit live, you guys. Okay. This over here is way cool. Yeah, and I don't know what color I would add to that. Let's let it just stew for a while, and I'll make another one. All right, let's do one of the wood ones. This is one of Eileen's favorites, and I like it a ton too. Let that sit and soak for a minute. All right, I'll let you guys pick the color this time. New name, flipping buffering, yep. All right, I'll let you guys pick the color. And I have pretty much all the colors, so if I ask Eileen, I know what Eileen will say. Green, blue, and orange. See, I no sooner get it out of my mouth than there she is. Orange. Okay, you got. I just did an orange one. Look at it. Here's an orange one. Orange, and I didn't add red to this one. And look at how much red. How that one speck of red just absolutely took over. And that brown, I do need to get it dissolved. I really do, because when I go to use the art on that, and like I've said before, the ones that have white particles in them, they are resistant to dissolving. All right, Nana's saying, okay, green. Green is good. I don't mind green. Let's do shades of green. Pink and black. Pink and black could be very cool looking. All right, now, okay, CB's saying blue and yellow, purple. Oh my God. We already did an orange one, so we're not going to do orange. So, you want to try blue and yellow? I do like the yellow, and I need bright colors, so let's do blue and yellow. Which means we're going to end up with green, you know. But I'll try and pick colors where we'll end up with bright. And the orange, I did the creamy orange. It's called Bonjour Butter, and it's like the creamiest of the yellows. So there's a lot of orange in it. Pissy pink and black are hussy colors. Speaking of hussy colors, did you guys watch the Super Bowl last night? I'm usually not a huge, I've pretty much quit watching football completely, but I did watch last night from about halftime on, because I do like the Kansas City Chiefs. And so I turned it on to watch part of the halftime show. I was flabbergasted. I just, you know, I don't know what people are thinking. Do they think people's kids aren't watching? I mean, for adults, it was fine, but I thought it was a little risque for kids. And you know, it was on early, at least in the central time zone, it was on early enough that, you know, people's kids were watching. And so that was how I walked away. But I love the game. I love the ending of the game. I like the Kansas City one. So, yeah. Because next to the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs are my team. And I don't know why. I've always liked Kansas City. They get worse every year. Yes, they do. And they have kids. I know. Halftime stripper show. That's kind of what it was, Eileen. Get out your stripper poles. I don't own one, despite how much Robert begs me all the time to get one. Nobody wants to see that. Ain't nobody wants to see that. This is true, Judy. So yeah, I have to say, when I turned it on, I was like, holy Toledo. Because I didn't watch any of the first half. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe the TV wasn't even on. Anyway, I'm going to hit this with a dryer real quick because I've got a nice even layer of yellow. And if I do blue now, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up with solid green, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this one so I can put the blue on top and hopefully end up with something more like this, where I have sections of red and then some orange, but not all. So, okay, well, I'm glad I'm not so out of touch, because I was a little taken aback. I will say that. And I know I'm getting older, but I don't think I'm that out of touch. Maybe I am, but I don't think so. All right, heat gun. Yeah, Janice. Woohoo, Chiefs. Yeah, that's kind of how I was. That quarterback of theirs he is just a baby. He's not even out of grade school yet, is he? He looks like he's about 12. He's good, though. I loved him. You watch Joe Carroll get executed? Well, there you go, Eileen. Everybody's got their thing. If Kansas City hadn't been playing, I wouldn't even have turned it on. But I like Kansas City. I shouldn't admit this out loud, but I did not even watch one Denver Bronco games this year. Not one. Hi, G Brody. And I'm a fan, but I don't know. The NFL, I guess, just pissed me off, and so I never watched it. All right, what kind of blue do we want with it? I don't think I want navy. I think I don't have a huge amount of blues. Let's do the Caribbean blue. Yeah, I think this will be a good one. Caribbean blue. And it doesn't have any standing water, so yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. We'll see. And my mini mister's already empty, so oh well. All right, I'll limit the spray on this one. Try and get a little mist. I think they make too big a deal over stuff like that, you know? But I don't know. Use the blue spray on it. Oh, I could do that on the next one. Maybe it would be fun to get a stencil out and use the Magicals and then a spray on top of that. You missed the best part of the game, Nancy. The best part of the game, honestly, hands down, was the fourth quarter. It was awesome if you were a Kansas City fan. If you're a San Francisco fan, sorry. But if you were a Kansas City fan, fourth quarter was just fun. Robert doesn't like football, so he wasn't watching, and I was up here screaming. And one time he came up and he said, "Are you okay?" Like he thought I was up here killing myself or something. Because I don't really watch much football, so he's not used to me screaming like I used to about the Denver Broncos. Now, I do like that right in there. This one's looking pretty cool. You love how the Chiefs come from behind? Yeah, they did. They definitely did last night. But that was a trait of the Denver Broncos, too, back when they were so good, was John Elway had a knack for coming from behind. And that makes a game so much fun. I'm not kidding. When you have a good come from behind quarterback, it just makes it so good. All right. I'm liking this one right now. But you got to remember that this is going to be like, when I sand this off, it's going to be like wood. So I'm just trying to think, do I want more color than that? I think I'm going to leave it for now. I'm just moving it up here. It's kind of nice to have this space out in front of me where I can let stuff dry. Okay, we're going to do another wood one, I think. Yeah, I have a couple more wood grain ones. Let's do another wood grain one. All right, this is the top, this is the bottom. This one's lighter weight paper. I think I did this one a long time ago, and it was just in the container with the rest of the embossing folders. We're going to do purple, and I'm going to do the dark purple. Oh, this is, what is that paper doing? That is really bizarre what it's doing. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to go with it. I am going to add black to this, but just a little bit. Oh, I know what the paper's doing. It's absorbing the water faster than, yeah. That's why it's looking all mottled, but that's okay. We're going with it. Going with it. Because this paper is really lightweight. Really, really lightweight paper. Oh, yes, Jersey, I did. I did emboss the paper. So this is how a lighter weight, more absorbent paper is acting. The crazy thing is, I think after I get this wet, I'm not sure if it'll hold its embossing. That's another thing is, like on the heavier cardstock, it will hold the embossing after it's wet. On this lighter weight paper, I think I'm going to lose the embossing. I could be wrong, but I think I am. All right, now I'm going to re-wet it because really it's drying so fast. I'm going to add a little bit of the black. I don't know if I'm going to like this, but we will see. Because there isn't much that looks good with purple. Blue is about the only thing. Okay, this is where you really don't want to get carried away. All right, if you like purple and black, here you go. What paper is that? I don't know, Eileen. I think it was one that I had just been playing with when I was testing the embossing folders. And it feels to me like sketch paper weight. It's a little tiny bit heavier than copy paper, for sure. But it's definitely not anywhere close to cardstock weight. Hi, Dabbler. Back in Dublin now. I'd love to be able to say that. Back in Dublin. No, what I'd really love to say is I'm back in Sydney. That's what I'd love. I'm adding blue just because I can. Yeah, that's the one place I'd love to say, okay, I'm back in Sydney. I love Sydney, Australia. Or Newcastle. I'd love to see Jen again. You'd love to say you're back in Kauai. Me too. Never been there, but I'd love to say I've been back there. Or even been there once. See how the black just went in piles? I don't really want to move it because, yeah. I like the blue with the purple, though. I will say that. So this is going to be a nice bright one. And I'll try and cut it so I get pieces of the black, but not a lot of black. It'd be interesting when I cut this one. Very interesting. Look at the paper towel. Tie-dye. Psychedelic 60s, man. I would love to go spend some time in Hawaii. I really would. Okay, and this is that same, probably, yeah, I'm going to say sketch pad weight paper. I'm not going to use it again. I don't think it's going to come out good. So here's another striped one. We'll do it. What colors? I forgot colors. Give me some more colors. Yeah, it's a cool paper towel. Should I try and save it and use another one? I will. I'll put it aside and let it just dry. Get a fresh paper towel. And I want to go to Denmark. I'd love to go surprise Lena. Oh, Jen came to Shauna's stream on Saturday. Oh, good. Is she okay? You wanted to see the black and the purple move together. Carla, what would have happened, I can pretty much already tell you. The black would have overtaken the purple, and that purple is really strong. It overtakes everywhere, but you can kind of see up here where they mix. Can you see that okay? I'll try and hold it up so you can see it. Tell me how Jen's doing. Now I'm bummed I missed her. What was I doing Saturday? Oh, Saturday I napped. I didn't feel great on Saturday. I took a big, long, fat boy nap, and I was really happy. So, yeah. And the black, actually, like you can see right in there where it breaks up into its colors, red, blue, green, yellow, red, you know, like black is a mixture of all the colors. So you get some funky colors in there. Your partner's entire heritage is Denmark. So you need to go there. Nobody's telling me about Jen. Just tell me she's okay then. All right, this is just diagonal stripes, so it's going to look somewhat like the wood grain. And after this, I only have one left. So then we'll dry them and cut them out and sand them. Hi, Sharon. Your entire house is Danish furniture. Oh, I bet it's neat, Jersey. All right. See how wet in the back takes the curl out? I won't have to deal with that now. Okay, so we've got yellow. We've done a couple yellow, pink, purple, blue. It is neat, but not so comfortable. Okay, Jen said it's hot as hell down there. So she sits around nude all day. Okay, well, good. Good for Squiz. It's about time she did that for him. Crazy wench. I miss Jen. I would love, love, love to see Jen again. All right, we got the yellow and green, and I've done green and blue to the point that I want to puke. What color do we want to do? See, my initial, I always go to blue-green. Just do blue-green. Blue-green is so pretty. Let's do a pink one. Have we pissed Eileen off enough today? Squiz is building guitars and teaching. Oh, awesome. You know what? That makes me happy because that's something Squiz really loves. So that makes me really happy. Squiz is such a cool guy. He is so cool. I miss Jen's Thursday nights too. I really miss. All right, we're going to do one. You're just going to have to wait. I'm not going to announce it because you guys aren't offering anything. So I get to do it, and Eileen will just have to get over herself. Hang on. This one got moisture in it, and so the powder's not wanting to move. All right. We could have a Valentine's one. I did my calendar last night. obviously a little bit late, right? I wasn't exactly ready. And I got to set up Valentine's Day. And I'm not a huge fan, by the way, just saying. But all right, now I'm afraid to do what I'm about ready to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because this pink is so pretty. I'm going to pull you down closer so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, when Eileen would boss her around. Eileen loves bossing around. But the crazy thing is, and I hate to admit this, is generally when Eileen gives you a suggestion, it's not always bad. I used to feel like Eileen was setting me up, and I still do feel like sometimes I know I'm just being set up so she can make fun of me later. But a lot of times it's just like, oh my gosh, that was such a good idea, Eileen. And then I hate to admit it out loud. This one's definitely going to be bright. You needed to sleep? Well, there's definitely something to be said for getting enough sleep, Kenny. So don't you worry even a little bit. Hi. Okay, see, I didn't overdo it. CB, just a little bit of that purple, because that purple will take over your life, your entire life. That little hump in the middle is making it really hard to keep color there. You need to use the sprays. Okay, I need to use the sprays. I'll do that on this one because see how the colors are kind of just smushed together. So I'm going to do some sprays on this one. And that embossing on this one kind of disappeared a little bit. So I hope that sounds okay. Sounds okay. I'm kind of tempted to add a little bit of blue to this one. 75. Well, we're warm today. I'm looking out my window and the thermometer is in the sun, but it's over 80 today. Can Magicos and ink mix? Yes, you can use the ink and the Magicos together. I don't know what you would end up with. We can try one. What the heck? I'm really tempted to put some turquoise in here. Let's do it. Right here in the center. I don't have much water standing now, so this is crazy colors. I think we did the ink and the Magicals before. We'll find out. I'll try it here in just a second. Because the only page I've got left now is the bricks. And I did like the bricks a lot. So, but it's almost like the magic happens later when you sand it and ink the edges. That's when it's just like, oh, that came out really cool. You like these colors together? They're colors I wouldn't normally put together, in all honesty. These are colors I would probably never usually use together. It's not that I hate them. It's just colors, combinations that I'm not overly thrilled about. But when you look at trash art, I'm trying to think where I can show you some. Hang on, I think there's a page in here. The things that make it look really cool are the bright colors. Okay. I'm going to pull the camera out and then show you guys this page of trash art that I'm talking about in case you've never seen it. See, the parts that really draw my eye are up here, these bright colors. And it's not these muted blues and purples. I mean, they're nice in the background, but it's always the bright colors, you know, the yellows, the reds, the thing that just catch your eye. I really like this because we did the gold on it. And this is all crap that I would have thrown away, except Eileen wouldn't let me. So I went ahead the other day while I was going through stuff. I went ahead and finished this page. So now I've got to finish it to match this so I can work on top of it. But this is the trash art that I'm talking about. So I just felt like I need some bright colors over here. I don't have enough brights. Thank you, Carla. Yeah, the trash art always somehow, I'll give it to Eileen again. I hate to, but the trash art, for whatever reason, always turns out looking really good. All right, I'm running out of space, so, and I don't, oops, knocked them all over. I don't want to really run those colors, but there you go. Okay, this one I'm going to go ahead and dry, and we're going to try some ink on this real quick. Not some ink, some spray. Because I haven't made a big enough mesh yet. And I don't use the shimmeries. No, I don't. I have what the Grab a Guy Gold is shimmery. But yeah, I don't like the shimmery because it literally takes over everything. Like everything is shimmery. Some people love that. This paper spread the inks out, and I'm not sure that it kept its embossing very good. But we're going to go with it anyway. We're going to spray it with yellow because I need yellow. Okay, I know which stencil I want to use too, because I cut some of the paper out the other day and it was so cool looking. I know exactly where it is. Hang on. And because the sprays go everywhere, I just grabbed a few. These two stencils I got from Xandra's shop, which is Paint and Paper Studios. She may not have them anymore, and she may not be able to get them anymore. The thing is about Z shop, when you see something, you better order it, because the next time you go, it may not be there. She may be able to reorder, she may not. So I don't know, but these I bought from Z, and honestly, these have been some of the funnest stencils ever. They make just cool designs. They're so random. I love them. I love them. But yeah, I don't know if you can get them from Z shop. That's the problem. I'm gonna do yellow on this. I'm gonna use these new Mr. Huey's sprays that I bought. If they're gone by next week, I don't care. They were kind of a on a whim sort of thing. And I'm gonna hold something up so that the sprays don't go on the other stuff that we've worked on. Okay. Make sure I get it all on there. Ugh. That one sprayed really nice. Now, okay. I'm going to oh, that's nice. That is very nice. I'm loving that. Hang on. I got to move that out of the way, because I'm going to use this like a stamp now on this. And I'm using this because I don't want to get my hands in it. It might be very washable. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just doing this to save my hands so I don't get yellow everywhere. And I still don't know if these are permanent or not. Eileen didn't tell me. That just added color. It didn't, you can't see the designs, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. All right. What else can I wipe it off on? Okay, here's the sprays that we originally sprayed. There's still a puddle in there. I'll just wipe it off on there. Because you never know. This probably will end up in the trash, but you never know. You might end up with something cool that you can use. So I'll just keep adding to it. Came out really cool on that first one. I'll pull that back over so you can see it. Pull you down. I know I've got you way far away right now. And as crazy as it is, that is a really nice bright yellow. You can see on the paper towel here. But look how when it got on the magicals, it turned like a neon orange. Isn't that cool? Okay, Colleen is saying not permanent, and I would trust Colleen. But yeah, it turned like neon orange on here. That is way cool. Xandra sold it. But again, like I explained, I don't know if it's something that she can get again. So I'm sorry if I've teased you with something that you'll never, ever get again. Sorry, Charlie. But yeah, Eileen, would you mind putting a link to Xandra's store in the chat so people who have never been there can go over and drool themselves dehydrated? I still have to check out Xandra. Just be patient with me, girl. I will give you the information about the stencil so you can go look somewhere else. But it seems like I remember Z saying that she couldn't reorder these, but they're Studio Light, Cats and Girls Studio Light, Rainbow Designs, Miranda Van Den Bosch stencils. And this is Mask MB03 is this one. And then the one with the circles is the same thing, only 04, because I'm going to use it in a minute. So thanks, Eileen. Okay, Sharon Marlowe's saying Joggles has it if Xandra is out. The advantage to shopping with Xandra, I'm doing a Xandra commercial now. What the hell? All of the products in Xandra's shop are at least 15% off. So, yeah, that's always an advantage to shopping with Z. Not to mention, we're supporting a fib, which that's to me kind of a priority. I kind of like that we support each other, and if Z's got a shop, I want to shop there. I'm wondering, Eileen, the lines and the circles might be really cool. What was it? Because this one I just put a little bit of yellow on, and it's kind of, well, it's still kind of orange, but it's, I don't know. I'm not going to do it on that one, but I'm thinking on the striped one, you know, it might be good. On this one, all right, we're going to do it. That's still kind of damp. I'm wondering if I should dry it off. Nah, what the heck. Whatever we end up with is what we end up with. You haven't shopped at Xandra since Friday? What's the matter with you, Eileen? Yeah, it is warp speed. That's another thing you have to say about Xandra, man. When you order, it's warp speed. Like you hit enter and the mailman's at your door delivering it practically. All right, and because the paper's still damp, it may go ahead and spread, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I forgot to wipe its little nose off. Now I have some dark blue I've got to use somewhere. Well, let me figure out where I want to put it first. Do I want to put it on that orange one? What the heck? This is going to turn into like the trash piece, apparently. I'm just going to wipe it on here. Oh, wow, that's cool. The design is there, but you can't really see it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, here we go. Don't know how this is going to work. 1, 2, 3, go. Keep in mind, this is embossed, so it may not be the complete design. You know what I mean? I'm not really pressing hard. Oh, that's cool. Now you can kind of see the embossed design. I didn't expect it to do that, but that's cool that it did. But I'm going to sand that off too, so after it dries. All right, now I have red, blue that I have to do something with. Let's see. I left this journal here, so I'll just open a page and put it on there. Gold through that stencil would look cool too. Yes, it would. It really would. All right, I'm going to lay this journal out here real quick. Just to slap that in there. This is string art that we did with those FW inks. Oh, well, now you can't see it because I've put stuff on top of it. But when we got the FW inks the first time, this was a string art that we did with that. One time I read a comment on somebody's Facebook page that somebody else had left, and it was like, why do all you artists feel like you can't waste product? That you have to have desk journals? And I was like, what are idiots like you watching these videos for anyway? You know, it's just like, what a dumb question. Has anybody ever said that to anybody? Like, why are you guys so afraid of wasting product? Why is it any of your business? But yeah, I hate to waste product. I hate to put it down in my septic. I hate wasting the product. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? All right. All right. That'll probably get covered at some point anyway, because we're not millionaires. There you go. We only act like it, right? We run into Hobby Lobby and act like the sky's the limit, man. For my $1.12 water brush. There you go, Jersey. She does have really good stuff in her store. All right. I've got the bricks left. This is really cool. Where the yellow spray went, and it reacted with the magicals. That was very cool. I'm tempted to do it some more. And here's the blue. I'm not sure how long I let you guys see that. But can you see the... Yeah, why waste what you paid for? I know, it's just like, I can't imagine somebody making that comment. Why do you artists feel like you can't waste? Yeah, you guys can see it on the screen. It's really subtle, but it's very cool. Very, very. All right, this one, this is the last time I did this one. I did it in kind of muted browns and grays and made it look like a brick wall, but now I don't care. We buy paints, not sports cars. Exactly. And the nice thing is you can buy a lot of stuff for little money. And like what I always think is, and I've told this story before, when I worked in Denver, the boss's wife came to town and he asked me to take her shopping. So we went over to the really fancy part of town, Cherry Creek in Denver. I took her over to Cherry Creek, and she literally, the first store we went into, bought a pair of shoes for $800, which I know there are a lot more expensive shoes than $800 shoes. And I was just like, OMG. I wouldn't pay $800 for a pair of shoes. I don't care if they had gold baubles on them. Who would pay $800 for a pair of flipping shoes? Now, I would spend $800 on an art supply, but I'm going to use it. Never, never, never. See, Colleen, that's how I was. And I was just like, this is probably why this woman and I are never going to be friends. Because I was like, you want to go to the thrift stores? Let's go thrifting today. How about some garage sales? You want to go to the garage sales? She's like, mm-hmm. But the whole end story of that is really funny. Do you guys want to hear it? I'll tell it to you. She was the receptionist at the company that we worked for. Not at where I worked in the Denver branch. This was at the home office. She was the receptionist, and she was a beautiful girl. Undoubtedly, she was a beautiful girl. And the president of the company ended up marrying her. Of course, before they had gotten married, can you imagine the rumors that were going on about what was going on? And then they end up married. And of course, then she's almost like too good for everybody, you know. And then she comes out to see me. And of course, I've heard all the rumors. I mean, I don't deal with it directly because I'm out in the field office, so I don't see or hear much that's going on at the home office. Not that and I don't even really care, in all honesty. But then when I would call some of my friends at the home office and tell them that I had to take the president's new wife shopping, you can just imagine the conversations that were going on, right? You heard this. Oh boy, did I hear the scuttlebutt. OMG. It was everywhere. Everybody heard the scuttlebutt. And we weren't a real big company. I mean, we were a wealthy company, but not a lot of people. So, of course, everybody knew everybody and talked about everybody. And thank God I was in a 6-person office, and 2 of my employees were related, father and daughter. So we didn't have any scuttlebutt in my branch because we were small and everybody knew everybody, you know. Yes, or purse. Yeah, she spent a ton of money that day. And I thought, man, I'm busting my ass and I can't afford an $800 pair of shoes. Or even if I could afford it, I wouldn't have spent my money that way. But then, okay, and I did like the president of the company very, very much. And I would call him a friend. He was a good egg. Liked him very much. But But I really felt like, boy, you've really screwed up now. You know, one, because all the employees are talking, and that's not a great thing, right? And oh, it was years later, because I had quit my job when Jim got sick, and I had only remained in contact with about, well, all the people at my branch, but only about 2-3 people at the home office that I talked to regularly. And I talked to one of them and said, well, how are things going with the president and his wife? Oh, she left him for a electrician that has 5 kids. It was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Whip me, beat me, don't take away my charge. Exactly, Judy boy, you are reading my mind. Yeah, she ended up leaving him for an electrician with 5 kids. Yeah, this one's pretty, isn't it? I don't remember what the colors were. What was it? I know it was one of the greens. I think it was Grease Lightning, and then the navy blue on top of that. But I got to remember that on this one, the bricks are embossed. So when I sand it, I'm more inclined to sand the brick off. So what's going to be left is the space between the bricks and then the little holes in the bricks. So, but I'm liking this one too. I'll pull you guys down so you can see, like, right in there where that blue and green is. Ah, that's so lickable. You knit and you get questions asking why you bother knitting socks. Well, Gina, I probably would want to be one of those ignorant people, but I feel like that about cookies. Like, Robert always wants me to bake cookies. Bye, Z, go have a good day. Robert's always wanted me to bake cookies, and it was like, why do you want me to bake cookies? Like, Walmart has a whole freaking aisle in packages with preservatives in them. Like, why am I baking you cookies? I do, but I always think it's a little crazy when Walmart has a whole aisle of them. And I agree, Joan. The best gifts are gifts made with love, for sure. Okay. I'm going to see, when you move them, then everything starts moving. When it is just like I like it, I don't want it to change. I want it to stay just like it is right there. Don't move. And see, immediately I went back to blue and green, and it's drab. It's not bright. I wanted bright, remember? I know, Monique. Hi, by the way. Robert says the same thing. Store-bought cookies aren't good like your cookies. And one thing, oh, I think I just put black on it, not blue. I think I did. Oh, well, that part I may not be able to use. I was going to add some more blue. Oh, well. Too late now, sucker. All right, I'm going to pull these over here that won't move anymore. I'll move this one aside, and then we're going to either use some sprays on top or sand or do whatever. I'm going to save that paper towel because that one does look cool. This one I don't care about. Okay, that's a whole lot easier. All right, I'm just trying to think on this one. Do I want to add some darker or just go with this? Because I'm trying to think what it would look like with circles, because I'm going to sand it. Well, no, because if I sand it, I can't go back and sand it again. I've got to, like, do everything I'm going to do now, because I can't go back and sand it later. You like the cookies that come from a store rather than the ones that come out of your oven burnt? Yeah, but you eat mint Milanos, don't you, Eileen? You eat like Pepperidge Farm cookies, and those are good. I can't let Robert eat those because one package would be one sitting for Robert. Like, 2 cookies does not satisfy Robert. And I have looked and looked for those cookies you told me about, And I've never been able to find them, Eileen, ever. All right, I'm just trying to decide. Let's sand it and see if we like it. If not, we'll have to go back and do something to it. Oh gosh, I love Girl Scout cookies too. The Thin Mints, oh my gosh, I love them. And the other kind I like are the ones that have the coconut and the caramel. Oh, they're so good. All right, this is still just damp enough. I'm going to dry this real quick. I'm just going to hit it with a heat gun. You love them. In fact, you're eating them now. Samoyas. Yeah, something like that, Gail. Oh my gosh, they're good. Sand the raised texture from. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Colleen. Put the name in the chat, Eileen, so these women can go buy them. If they can find them. I can't find them. But they sounded so good. I wanted them, but I couldn't find them. All right, this is just a sanding block that I actually had used for like really doing wood projects and stuff. So it's not like a really gritty sand block. So if you have one of those, hopefully it will work good for you. Tearing the paper towel, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Maybe I want one that has more grit. I think the paper is just a little damp. It'll work. And the thing I was worried about was that the embossing wasn't embossed enough. So that could be part of my problem here. It's working a little bit though. I probably should have made better papers, but this is working. It's okay. This is going to be pretty when it's all cut out. See how cool that looks up in there? Hi, Kim. The purpose of the sanding is to get the ink and stuff off of the raised embossed image. So you end up with the white circles. I suppose you could go over them with white ink, but it's never going to come out really white because the white or any white ink I have would go ahead and absorb the magicals. So by sanding it, you end up with the embossed image and then all the colors recess from that. This is just a sanding block that you can walk into Lowe's and get. This one, or Hobby Lobby, or maybe even Walmart has them, I don't know. But I had actually used this on a project. So it's not like it's real gritty. And you can get them in different grits. So, Eileen eats stencils. I missed something in chat. Okay, and then the next thing I did on those ones that I made before was I took out to me it was easier to use the little what do they call them, cat's eye stamp pads or whatever, because I felt like I had more control. So what other color would I want on this? I'm just going to play down here in the corner and see if it's something that I like. I have almost every color of these, so. Yeah, see, there's not much embossing left, so I'm not sure how this is going to work, if at all. I might want to just keep it like this. And then ink the edge. And I chose that brown, but then I decided, nope, that's going to take away from the brightness. And I want the brightness. Pepperidge Farm Milano Slices Salted Pretzel Cookies. There you go. Oh, my God. Somebody else is eating shortbread cookies. Ugh. Hi, Molly. Okay. I'll leave these out because I'll use them in a little while. I have no place to put this, Eileen. Damn it. And you're sitting at home eating cookies and laughing at me. You wonder why I want to kill you sometimes. This one's going to be nice and bright. I like it. Far different from where we started, right? All right. I'm going to dry this one next. I might have ruined it. I don't know. I really don't. We're going to find out. That last one, the blue and green that I did last, that's my favorite so far. Can you believe that? Oatmeal raisins. I can honestly say right now, I don't have any, excuse me, any of my favorite cookies in the house. I didn't let myself buy any. That's the only way I can keep myself from eating them. Just don't buy them. Robert's favorite cookies are chocolate chip, and I could take or leave chocolate chip. I actually like Christmas cookies. Yes, I think. All right, I'm going to do this in the corner and see if it's something I want to do. If you're going to see the gemstones on here, you almost have to do this. All right, guess I'm going for it. And because you do end up with a lot of dust, I'll go over these with a damp baby wipe when I'm done. Yeah, see, this one's not embossed really, really deep either. Is that sanding noise annoying to you guys? If it is, I can wait and do this later. You get a big box of chocolates for Valentine's Day and you only eat the caramels. I love the caramels. But the best thing around here is, unless you don't want me to eat it, don't bring it in the house. My one big indulgence every week is a milkshake on Friday. I do let myself have a milkshake on Friday. Coffee milkshake with coffee ice cream. Oh. Okay, I like it where you can see the actual embossing, so. Now, if you had a sanding block that hadn't been used before, you could probably get this done really quick. But I know me, ask CB, she'll tell you. I get carried away. You do owe me a lemon cake, Elaine. I'm not sure why you owe me a lemon cake, but you owe me a lemon cake. Elaine makes the most delicious, the most moist lemon cake, honestly. Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. She made it a few times when we'd all make meet for coffee over at Mary's. It was the most delicious thing ever. And moist. I mean, why did you even say that? Now I feel deprived because I don't have one in my house. I'm not going to wipe them until all this mess is done. You'll bring me one? Okay. You could just send me the recipe and say, here, wench, make your own. What do I look like? Baker? Of course, that's just it. I wouldn't make my own. I wouldn't. All right. Here's the wood grain one. This is probably my favorite. This is the one on that crap paper, though. So I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is no, this is the one on the crap paper. This is the one on the decent paper. Okay, this one, rather than sand off, I'm wondering if I should just go over it with one of the ink pads. What do you think? Like take a blue one. But I kind of like this because it's bright colors. So, look at you guys. You guys all have really good stuff in your house. I don't have that good stuff in my house. Okay, let's look at what ink pads we've got. The other day when Robert and I went to Joplin, I was really seriously disciplined. I didn't, oh, this one would be pretty. I did not let myself buy a bunch of junk. I really didn't. I bought pretty much the groceries we need, and that was that. Oh, when you put these in there, make sure they're covered or they're going to dry all out. This is not the best storage system, but it's what I've got, and it works, so have to deal with it. All right, I'm going to try that really bright blue. Let's see how that works. Try it on the edge. Don't I always say that? Oh, I'll try it on the edge, and then I end up doing the whole crazy thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do it really solid, but I'm going to do it so that you can see the embossing. Because that's what's cool about these is that the embossing definitely adds a bunch of texture. And maybe I'll use these papers because I need to make another journal. I've got a little bit of time before I have to do it. But I need to make another journal to give away for the scavenger hunt. Do you guys think that's a good gift for the scavenger hunt? I think that's what I gave away last year is one of the journals that I made. Now, I'm going to dry this, but then I might just rough it up a little bit with the sander. Okay, Jersey's saying that's a good gift. What's this? Oh, Gina, we were going to talk about the scavenger hunt. On New Year's Eve, the last, 3 years, I guess, I put together a scavenger hunt. And it's what I announce and work on during the New Year's Eve streamathon. And so we kick it off on January 1st or December 31st. And then you've got 3 months until April 1st. And I'll just go ahead and look at mine. It's got junk crammed in it. And then you've got 3 months to find find everything on the list and create your own journal out of it. And you can interpret the prompts any way you want. Buy the art punch and make a journal. Oh, Eileen, you're so evil. But I think that's a great idea. Okay, on Twitter, send me a link to the art punch again. Oh my God, she's so evil. So anyway, I think there's 74 items this year, but it's usually around 70 items that I list. And then you have to make a journal out of it. So do you want me to read the list of stuff? I'll just read it real quick. Postage stamp, paint skins. I won't read all of it. I'll just skip around and tell you a few of them. Words or something about a song with meaning, a vintage ad, a dress form, wrapping paper or tissue paper, create a t-shirt saying, use a bingo card, use 4-letter words. And any of these can be interpreted any way you want, okay? So just because I said 4-letter words, in Eileen's world, that would mean that she would make me say all a bunch of dirty words. But you might say love, right? Food packaging, a cartoon character, and these aren't all of them. I'm skipping some of them. Draw an eye, get a page of swatches, create a border. So here's my border that I created on this page. Place you want to visit, a bar soap wrapper, fortune out of a fortune cookie, use a napkin. So the one thing I did Christmas Eve night was one of the prompts is make a toilet paper flower. So I made these toilet paper flowers during the stream, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. And the papers in the background, like this one is a magical paper. They're just papers. They might be jelly prints or anything that I had sitting around. This is my candy wrapper, checkerboard. I use checkerboards a lot. And then I just had owl stickers that I put in there. These are vegetable stickers. I have more to put on there too. This is postage stamps. These are just things that I've collected that I still need to add. But this is for you had to add a pocket. This is sequins. This is a flower. There's my ruler. There's some money. I have more money somewhere. Hey, what's that? Oh, I'm going to use this in here. This is one of the sheets that we did last week. This is the domino page. This is a background that I painted out so that I can do a page of white. And it's weird because I'm doing a total black page with page of white things on it. This is the bingo page, and if you watch the original video, the R is off of the front of my book here. It should say scavenger, and I don't know how it happened, but I decided to hide the R in my book, and then whoever found it first would win a prize. And so I had it up here, and it was weeks, you guys. It was just last week, I think, that Mindy finally messaged me and said, is the R part of your bingo? And it was just like, finally, somebody noticed. So I just made up this bingo card with emojis. And Mindy won the prize. And Mindy is going to get that journal that I showed at the beginning of this show. And this is, I have this page planned out. And I want it to appear opposite this page because this page is pink. So, and then these are just blanks. And that's a napkin and my animal and ribbon. And that's an animal page. I just like this. And this is actually a brochure from Branson, Missouri, which is not my area, but I might count it as that. I just like the cats. And this was a random useless facts. Cats can't taste sweet because of a genetic defect. I don't know to this day if that is true or not. People dispute that, but I don't know. I read it on the internet, so it must be true, right? This one is a lot of things. It's dress form, vintage ad, buttons, thread. I'm going to sew on this page too to satisfy one of the prompts. So you can satisfy the prompts any way you want, okay? This is my page of circles and my cartoon character and checkerboard. That's my paint skins that I haven't put down yet because I'm going to wait and gather some more. This is my page of swatches. This is probably my favorite page in the whole book so far. This is something out of my trash. And these are things that I want to do in fancy hand lettering. And now I have new fancy pens, so I could use my fancy hand lettering. Like I didn't have 5,000 pens already. This is a greeting card. This is another random useless fact. Dragonflies have 6 legs but can't walk, with checkerboard again. These are more things that I'm going to write out whenever I get my writing supplies out. And I think that's, oh no, this is my page of 4-letter words. So yeah, this is a scavenger hunt. If you want the list, there's a link on my New Year's Eve video. Or get a hold of me and I can send you the link, but it's just a Google Doc. You can go there, you can print it out. And when you're done, just let me know. And then I will put you on the list. At the back of the book here is a list. And so far, believe it or not, we only have 4 people who have totally completed it. I have not completed it. And this is all stuff in here. All this junk that I'm collecting up here. This is all junk that needs to be put in the book. So that's why I was going to do a scavenger hunt page today. But then magical sounded more funner. So we're doing magicals again because when I get started, I don't like to stop. So yeah. So even if you don't finish, I think it's just fun. Everybody, I get really, really good feedback. People really, really enjoy it. And it's like no pressure. You get to interpret it any way you want. Like one of them is a handprint or a footprint, you know. So yeah, you can just be creative. That's kind of what it's all about. Just be creative and do whatever it is you want to do. That's the rules. There are no rules. Okay. This one, I'm going to. All right. So we would love for you guys to join us if you want. I'm going to heat set this real quick. And now I've got this really far away. I'm going to pull you down a little bit closer. Thanks, Kimberly. I want to see the inside of yours. And then I think whatever stream I have that's closest to April 1st is when I'll do a drawing for the people who finish it. And it probably is going to be a journal. It's due April 1st. I mean, you could take a whole year to do it, but if you want to be in the drawing, you have to notify me before April 1st. Oh, cool. Janet, that sounds fun. Okay, now I could add splatters and I could do a lot of things, but knowing that I'm going to cut this up and use it in a bigger page, excuse me, I probably will wait and add splatters and stuff like that, or more stencil designs when I get closer to the end of the journal cover. So these are just pieces that I'll use in the future. So when you come back, you'll go, oh, I remember the day you did that. I am going to sand this a little bit, not a lot. Okay, that should be dry enough. Let me get something to drink real quick. My throat's getting scratchy. Just going to be here and there. Okay. Looks pretty grungy. It'll look good. All right, this one I'm going to dry. This is the one on the crap paper. I don't think, I mean, I'll still use it. I'll still cut it into circles, but I don't think we're going to get any of the benefit of the embossing. Now, one thing I could do, I suppose, is run it through the embosser again, but I don't think I'll jack with it. Can you see how the paper's warping because it's drying at different rates? That's annoying. This one really got muted as it dried. It's not as near as bright of colors except the turquoise here and there. I do like that you can see the stencil design, and I'm wondering if I should just leave well enough alone here. Of course, I'm going to cut it up, so you're not going to know what it is anyway, so. Just thinking what color I want to put on top of it. The purple. Use a purple. Oh, here's kind of the magenta, purpley kind of color. Lilac. We're going to use lilac on it. Because remember, I want bright colors. We're going to see if the embossing is standing out at all. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't sand this one. I think this one's going to be better just the way it is. Partly because the paper's crap. And I wasn't sure whether or not you were going to be able to see the embossing anyway. So yeah, this ends up working out really good. Yeah, these colors are really weird. The colors I don't normally use, Dee Dee. They're like the deep turquoise, the purple, and black. Yeah, they're colors I don't normally use, but I think when they're cut up and put with the other colors, they're going to look really good. So I'm okay with that. And I don't think it would have tolerated much sanding, frankly. This is the one that I really liked. When I put the ink on the last time, I really like this. Now I have to decide what color to ink this one has nice embossing too. This is a good embossing folder. I'm gonna heat it real quick. So be thinking about what color to put on top of this, because I think rather than take off and leave it white, I think I'm going to add color to it. Maybe orange, bright orange. Yeah, Monique, I think it would. Yeah, I think I'm going to use really bright orange on this. Let me see what I've got. I should have a good orange. Ooh, right there on top. Today's my lucky day. Lucky day, lucky day. Check it out. Look what's right there. Okay, we'll put it down here in the corner first. We'll preview it. Because it's only going to show up. It probably won't show up. Oh, I like that. Yep, we're going with that. It's not, it doesn't stand out in your face so much like the brown, but it looks really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. This is a color I never use. I don't know why, other than Bronco Loco. I'm just not an orange lover. I don't know why. I would never wear orange clothes ever. Well, unless it's a Bronco logo. But like an orange shirt, nah, I'm not going to wear an orange shirt. I don't know why. Yeah, that looks way cool. I like that. It does. It makes the other color pop better, doesn't it? Yeah, it really defines it. You love orange and pink. I do too. In this case, it came out really good. We have another one. Nope. This was the orange. No, it wasn't. Yeah, this was the orange and pink that we did. And I think the paper was just crap, really. I should write down the papers that work really well. So if I want to do this again, I have an idea of the best paper. But there's so many things that you got to consider. You got to consider paper that's going to work with the with the embossing, paper that's going to work well with the magicals, paper that isn't too thick to collage with, because the the collage. Yeah, if I get arrested, I'll learn to love orange, won't I? I'm just going to take a little bit off, just grunge it up a little bit. I can always set it back, just because I'm curious more than anything. And I probably should have hit it with a heat gun real quick first, but I didn't. All right, there's if I grunge it up a little bit. And just leave a little around the edges. Now I'm torn. I don't know which I like better. Is my energy level good? Are you talking to me? No, I don't think you're talking to me. I kind of want to grunge it up a little bit, because I'm trying to think what it would look like if it's, in amongst a bunch of other colors. I don't know. Hang on. I think UPS guy's here. He is. Oh, it's UPS girl today. Thank you. Wonder where my buddy is. All right, should I open my box? I don't even remember what's in here, other than Robert said, just order it. I don't remember what all was in my cart. Chances are something Eileen made me put in there. We're opening it. It might be the water filters. Oh, no. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it is the water filters. Oh, I'll have another one coming. Look what came, Eileen. The 4-inch double-sided tape. That's a Patty Tully Parrish and Zandra enabling. Oh, Robert will be happy his filters came. Okay, so that's 4-inch double-sided tape. Woohoo! It was kind of pricey. But I think it's going to be really, really useful. So, and it came really quick. Clear double-sided adhesive. I'll play with that here in a little while. I like double-sided tape. And then these are just a different brand of double-sided tape because I was getting very close to out. So I just thought, well, while I was shopping for it, I'll just go ahead and order it. And they had this offer that had, how many different sizes? It's got 3 different sizes. 2 rolls of 1/4 inch, 3/8, and half, I think. I don't remember. 5/16, 1/4, close to a half. So very useful stuff. So that was not Eileen enabled, but this was the walnut ink crystals. I think Colleen was using them the other day on her stream. Yours came a lot faster from Zandra. Well, Eileen, I just placed this order I think it was last night or the night before. So for Monkey Island, it came really fast. The walnut crystals. Hi, Shauna. Yeah, I have some other ones, but the ones I have for the calligraphy ink that I have were really, really expensive. And I thought, I just can't. I know what Lynn paid for them. I just can't do that. So I went ahead and got these because compared to them, they're really cheap. This is archival and acid-free. Dissolve 1 level teaspoon in a 1/2 cup of hot water to make approximately 2.5% solution. Alternately sprinkle directly to watercolor area for mixed media effect. Dilute as needed for lighter shades. Well, there you go. Should we put some brown on one of our pieces of paper? Look at her, Eileen. Use some now. Okay, we're going to use it on this one because this is, yeah, this one needs some help of some kind because that's really caca. Okay. Do you want me to wet the paper and just drop the crystals on it? Eileen, I need to wipe this because it's got a lot of paper dust on it. Probably should get out a new baby wipe, actually. Colleen was using them to make her photograph look distressed. Well, her whole journal distressed the other night. It looked really cool. It was very cool. And Colleen actually is in chat today. She's the scrap chick. And she also has her own YouTube channel. Her and Kathy Berg stream together on Tuesdays at Kathy Berg's channel. And then on Thursdays on Colleen's channel. And then occasionally she's been coming on, I think Friday evening. Wet, drop, and wet again. Okay. Will it smell like when making walnut? Oh my God, I hope not. I have wild walnuts. Well, I have a walnut tree in my yard. Of all the trees I wanted to get rid of first was the walnut trees. If you have walnut trees in your yard, they have, when the walnuts fall, they have like a green husk on them, and they're about this big. And then the green husk that surrounds the walnut itself rots off, and it turns walnut colored. And anything that touches it, I'm not kidding. The first couple years I lived here, I ruined every pair of white shoes I had because of those damn walnuts. But they're so acidic that nothing will grow. So you have to get them out of your yard or your dirt turns acid. Xander's shop is called Paint and Paper Studios. And I highly recommend it. Okay, so Eileen said wet, drop, and wet again, right? Wet, drop, and wet again. All right, here we go. Let me open it and see if I Okay, that's what it looks like. And this is just walnut ink crystals. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to use my little tiny baby measuring spoons. Yay, I haven't had much of an opportunity to use these. They were sent to me by Amanda. I haven't seen Amanda around in a while. But yeah, look at the little tiny, look at the little tiny one. Oh, it's so cute. They call that a drop. So if a recipe calls for a drop, that's the one you use. Just like Magicals. This little spoon would actually work well with Magicals. That's why she sent it to me, actually. It was before I got the little shaky doos for the Magicals. That's, oh, I shouldn't show that. Be careful. Okay, I'll use the mini mister to re-wet. It looks very cool. You guys, I love brown, so the fact that it's brown does not bother me even a little bit. I am a brown fan, but you don't want walnut trees in your yard. I can promise you. Yeah, that's what everybody said, Eileen. Make the husk to dye paper, except that when they're rotting, they stink like hell. That's what whoever said that earlier. When that stuff starts rotting, it stinks. It doesn't smell good. I mean, it smells like something rotting. This is cool. I like that. Now, do I let it run or do I just leave it? In many ways, it's just like the Magicals. I'm going to sop up some of this where I don't want it just looking dirty. Cool. Another thing is if you do the, like use this, you can make actual ink out of it and use it with your dip pens or something like that. I don't think I would put it in my fountain pens, but I would definitely use it with with dip pens. Cool, cool, cool. Dye outside then. Yeah. No, there's nothing I like about walnuts in your yard. I like walnuts that are already cleaned in the grocery store in cellophane packages. That's when I like walnuts. But in your yard, no. And they're not even really a pretty tree. If they were a pretty tree, it'd be different. But they're not even a pretty tree. They got little tiny leaves. And yeah, they're not real full bushy shade trees at all. Like I'd have pecan trees all over the place, but no walnuts. Pecan trees are actually pretty trees. Well, thanks for making me buy that, Eileen. The brown is really, really pretty. You must have them in the yard. No, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, this page actually is getting a lot more interesting the more I put on it. Like the blue from the stencil now is showing, the pink is showing through. This is really getting to be an interesting sheet the more I add to it. Black walnut is a huge pain. Yep. And the squirrels down here won't even eat the black walnuts. They just leave them. Cool it on the walnut crystals. Well, I can pick it up too. There, see, I can just pick them right up. Got carried away, did I, Eileen? Why are you saying that? Why isn't CB saying that? There, see, you could just pick it right up. It is looking really cool though. It is a good brown, very good brown. All right, I don't have a huge amount of time left. So this one I have to decide. This one's brown. I don't have to, I don't know if this one, if I want to add purple, because I got to remember what they're going to be used for in the end. Okay, I did purple on that one. I'm thinking, do I want white on this page? What do I want? What do I want? Tell me, tell me. I'm going for the white. Looks a lot different after you sand it. Very cool looking. All right, this one I'm going to go ahead and punch real quick so you guys can see how I'll probably end up finishing these. And this is just a damp baby wipe that kind of picks up the paper dust that's left after you've sanded it. Right? So I'm just going to, now it's kind of wet, but that shouldn't hurt anything. I'll just cut it down here in this corner. There's what the circle looks like. Now I just have to decide if I want to ink the edges, what color I want to ink the edges. Oops, there I just dumped everything because I'm dope. Okay, I think I'm going to ink this with this turquoise because that'll be nice and bright. I probably should have gotten the finger things out, but yeah, that's how they'll end up looking. But that's going to be nice and bright. Now I'm just trying this with the pink. Yeah, these will be nice and bright. Oops, where's the lid for that? And this is where Eileen made me start saving trash. Is to me, this part was trash. You just have to throw that away now. She's like, no, 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 you got to keep it. And that's what makes the really odd looking designs in the background of the trash art. So that's why I've become a trash hoarder. All thanks to Eileen. And then when I finish the cover, when I'm working on the cover, if I want to add gold or black or anything like that, I'll do it then. But I could at this point too add some stamping or anything like that so it would just appear on a few of the pages. Let me see. They don't all have to be the same, so it doesn't really matter, right? Just really subtle, but in the midst of a whole page, it will look very cool, very, very cool. Make this little circle different than the one next to it, right? It's always Eileen's fault. You know it, Safia. Hi, by the way. Hashtag it's Eileen's fault, even when it's not Eileen's fault. So that's pretty much where we're headed here. These are kind of small. I will get my other circle cutters out so I can get, you know, some bigger circles too. I don't want them all the same size. So let's look at what we did today, because we're getting close to time's up. I wish I hadn't talked about milkshakes. This one actually has turned out pretty darn cool now. It's grungy as heck, but I like it. I way like it now that it's brown. But still, I think my favorite of the whole day, I'm just going to let these air dry now. I really think my favorite of the whole day, surprise, surprise, given my favorite colors, is this one. I think this one is way cool. And I think and this is the brick one, so I probably am not going to actually sand this. I think what I'm going to do, all right, this is still really, really damp. So I think while I've got these stencils out, I need to order some more of this, but what the heck. All right, keep your fingers crossed. I'm not sure if this is a smart thing or not, so let's just do it. Okay, I like it. That's probably going to just fade. I hope it doesn't fade to the point where it just disappears. I guess we'll find out, won't we? But I like that one. That's my favorite one of the whole day. That, what was that green? Was it Grease Lightning? I think it was Grease Lightning is that green. That is so pretty. All right, and because we can't waste the product like I was talking about. So this one is definitely my fave. And look at it is disappearing because it's damp. I might have to spray that again after I dry it. But the cool thing is I can line it back up where it's perfect. So you guys will see these again. You have an earworm. What earworm? I'm sorry. This one's really cool though too. I didn't think I was going to like this one, but I ended up liking this one. So anyway, you guys will see these again when I do, and maybe I'll do it next weekend. Next week, I'll order the damn punch that Eileen is making me order, that Dee Dee has enabled. So yeah, here's all our papers. A bunch of different colors, but they'll all appear on the junk. Well, the trash art journal cover. And the nice thing is I'll be able to do a flat sheet front and back. Yeah. Did Shauna come on today? Shauna, has she said anything? I don't know. So thanks, you guys. It was so much fun. Oh, go Grease Lightning. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Safia. Okay, Shauna's saying she could if we want her to. So I'm sure nobody's going to say, please don't, Shauna. I would bet money that they'd probably all come hang out with you if you feel like it. So, but I know some days you don't feel good, so don't feel pressure if you don't feel like it, okay? So thanks so much. And Dee Dee, I will definitely be giving you a call tomorrow. But happy birthday Eve. And I hope you have a really good month. I want the whole month to be awesome. So thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, go out and be happy. Whatever you do, go be happy. Love you guys. See you later.